Most of us set amazing goals at the start of the year, but after a few weeks, the excitement fades and the goal slips away. The secret isn't motivation, and it's not even willpower. The real secret is the system. In Build the System, Kelvin Nathan shows us how to turn your goals from dreams on paper into daily, effortless actions, small habits, smart systems, and strategies to keep you moving forward even on your worst days. In this summary, we'll discover together how to build a system that drives you to success almost automatically. So buckle up and get ready, because what you're about to hear could change the way you manage your life forever. And don't forget to support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications. Your support helps us bring you more valuable summaries. Build the System. See Your Future Grow Effortlessly, by Kelvin W. Nathan is a comprehensive guide that dismantles common myths about success, productivity, and motivation, and replaces them with a powerful philosophy centered on intentional system building. The book challenges cultural glorification of hustle and reactive living, advocating instead for designing structured, sustainable systems that align with one's identity, values, and vision to create consistent, abundant, and meaningful results across all areas of life. Nathan emphasizes that dreams without systems are chaos dressed up with good intentions. True abundance, financial, creative, spiritual, is engineered, not left to luck or motivation. Systems are not rigid constraints but frameworks that protect energy, automate growth, and free the mind to focus on what truly matters. The book guides readers through a step-by-step process, from defining clarity and purpose, aligning internal identity, embracing rhythm over hustle, designing time as a system, curating quality inputs, to building repeatable processes that generate daily value without constant reinvention. Importantly, the work places identity at the core, highlighting that sustainable change requires shifting the internal narrative to support new habits and systems. It also stresses the necessity of systemizing before scaling, incorporating feedback loops for continuous improvement, and mastering delegation as a strategic tool for leverage rather than a last resort. In its later chapters, the book explores how systems must evolve through regular upgrades, how the future is a system in progress shaped by today's structures, and culminates in the ultimate mastery: building the system and then stepping back to trust it. Living like a system builder means committing to lifelong, layered growth, valuing clarity and alignment over bursts of intensity, and continuously refining processes to create a life where abundance is the baseline, not a distant goal. Highlights success is engineered through intentional systems, not hustle or luck. Time should be designed as a system, not managed as a finite resource. Rhythm, not grind, is the sustainable engine of abundance. Identity is the foundational system that shapes habits and outcomes. Systems outperform motivation by automating consistency and reducing decision fatigue. Feedback loops and course corrections keep systems alive and evolving. Delegation is a strategic system for multiplying capacity, not a shortcut. Key insights: systems as the backbone of sustainable success. Nathan reveals that the difference between fleeting bursts of achievement and lasting success lies in system design. Unlike the cultural glorification of relentless hustle, systems make results mechanical and automatic, eliminating reliance on inconsistent motivation. This reframes productivity as a function of structure, not effort intensity, allowing sustainable growth without burnout. Identity drives system effectiveness. The critical insight is that no external system can outperform the internal story you tell yourself. Your beliefs about your worth, capacity, and potential form an operating system, directing your behavior. To build systems that stick, you must first shift your identity by consistently acting in alignment with the person you want to become. This internal alignment reduces friction and makes habits feel natural rather than forced. Time as a system, not a resource. Time is often treated as a passive container to be filled, but Nathan reframes it as an active system to be designed. By aligning tasks with natural energy rhythms and building buffers for transition and recovery, one can maximize momentum rather than just activity. This approach prioritizes quality of focus over quantity of hours, recognizing that deep work and rest cycles compound results over time. Clarity is the first act of power. Without a clearly defined vision of what abundance means personally, beyond generic goals, systems lack direction and collapse under confusion. Defining your desired life in specific, textured terms frees energy from distractions and allows you to prioritize with confidence. Clarity transforms scattered ambition into focused momentum, enabling deliberate system design rather than improvisation. Input quality shapes output quality. The content you consume, the people you interact with, and the environments you inhabit are inputs that directly influence your energy, mindset, and results. Systems builders curate their inputs intentionally, creating mental buffers through practices like digital fasting, selective relationships, and decluttering physical and digital spaces. This creates a fertile environment where creativity and focus can flourish. Tools amplify systems, they don't replace them. The book debunks the myth that new apps or productivity hacks can solve systemic problems. Tools are only as effective as the systems behind them. Simple, well-used tools outperform complex, underutilized platforms. This insight encourages focusing on process clarity and repeatability first, and then selecting tools that support, not complicate, that system. Systemize before scaling to avoid collapse. Attempting to grow without a solid, repeatable, and scalable system leads to overwhelm and breakdown. Nathan stresses that systemizing, documenting workflows, automating processes, and delegating responsibilities is a prerequisite for sustainable scaling. This foundation reduces chaos, allows delegation, and transforms growth from frantic bursts into steady expansion. Feedback loops enable continuous evolution. Systems are living frameworks that require regular reflection and adjustment. Nathan encourages embedding internal, energy, motivation, and external, data, outcomes, feedback loops to prevent stagnation and misalignment. Embracing feedback as non-judgmental information rather than personal critique allows iterative refinement, turning mistakes into growth and ensuring the system stays relevant. Delegation as a core system for leverage. Delegation is reframed as a strategic design choice that multiplies capacity and builds trust, rather than a desperate last resort. Effective delegation requires clear systems, communication, and feedback mechanisms. By redistributing routine or non-unique tasks, you reclaim mental bandwidth and focus on high-value, uniquely personal work, enabling sustainable growth and preservation of energy. Expect system breakdowns and upgrade proactively. Systems inevitably face breakdowns due to growth, changing circumstances, or misalignment. Nathan argues that breakdowns are signals for upgrades, not failures. Responding wisely involves pausing, analyzing structural flaws, simplifying, and evolving the system to fit the current season of life. This mindset of adaptability separates resilient builders from those stuck in frustration or burnout. The future is a system in progress rather than viewing the future as a fixed destination or mysterious fate. Nathan presents it as an evolving system shaped by the structures you build today. Because goals and priorities shift, systems must be flexible and multidimensional, supporting time, energy, relationships, health, and purpose simultaneously. This holistic design prevents success in one area from becoming dysfunction in another. Mastery is building and then stepping back. The ultimate test of system building is trust. Knowing when to step back and let the system function without micromanagement. This shift from operator to steward frees you to focus on higher-level strategy and creativity. Over-involvement breeds anxiety and dependence, while letting go fosters autonomy, resilience, and sustainable momentum. Trusting your system is the gateway to freedom. Living as a system builder is a lifelong practice. System building is not a one-time fix but a continuous, layered process of design, reflection, and refinement. It requires embracing slow, steady progress over dramatic leaps and viewing every layer of improvement as a contribution to a durable, evolving structure. This identity shift, from chasing outcomes to creating conditions, grounds your life in clarity, alignment, and consistent growth, resulting in real freedom. Conclusion. Kelvin W. Nathan's Build the System See Your Future Grow Effortlessly offers a transformative blueprint for creating a life of abundance through intentional system design. It moves readers beyond motivational myths and hustle culture toward a sustainable, identity-aligned approach that leverages clarity, rhythm, feedback, delegation, and adaptability. The book's core message is simple yet profound. Your future is not a matter of chance but a system in progress, shaped by the structures you build today, structures that, when trusted, will carry you forward into a life where abundance is not a pursuit but the baseline reality. Now you have the roadmap to build a system that takes you toward your goals step by step, but remember, knowledge alone isn't enough. Execution is the real hero here. If you enjoyed this summary, show us some love by hitting like, subscribing, and sharing this video with someone who needs to start building their system today. And tell us in the comments, what's the first system or habit you plan to build after listening to this summary? Stay tuned for our next summaries, because what's coming will take your game to the next level.